So hey folks, I just wanted to do a quick demo. Well, I don't know. I've had this amplifier for a while, so I thought I'd do a little. Oh shit! I need a shave at some point later on. No, and pay no attention to my apartment. It looks like a fucking bombs at it, but okay. Uh, hmm. But no, I purchased an amplifier off eBay because I needed one for gigging, and I stumbled across this thing. Okay, so it's a Laney TF 300 Fusion. Uh, and I got that. I got it dirt cheap off eBay. But this, I don't know. It was. I think it was like £80 or something like that, including postage and packaging. And that's my Shure microphone. I've got that mic'd up there. My voice is coming through my webcam camera, but I'll be recording the guitar. I'm gonna play some stuff through it. Some music. Well, some guitar. This is the guitar, my only one at the moment, electric wise. It's I bought it in Cash Converters about a year back. I call it Frank. Sort of cheap and shit, but the only thing that makes it sound nice is the Seymour Duncan Jeff Beck pickup I have in the bridge there. I only work with one pickup. Not for anything, I just can't be arsed with soldering other pickups up, and I don't generally use them that often anyway. All that is my guitar you've seen, and the amplifier. All that's hooked up to my, I'll show you, my Boss ME70 pedal. So this is generally what I use to if I've got a gig. Just shit everywhere, and that's my foot. Hello. Yeah, but that's what I generally use. So the Laney, I have to haul that shit around in a suitcase, a wheelie suitcase. I'll have to fix that at some point. And my guitar Frank, you've seen, and the Boss ME70. So I'm gonna play some stuff just to give you a sort of an idea what sort of sound you can get with I don't know if anybody's interested in Laney amps, but I've always had a slight interest. This is the first one I owned. Previously I had a homemade thing that had a H&H head on top, and I didn't really like the sound I was getting from that, even with pedals. The one after was a Roland that never had really good distortion on, so I was always playing that through my Boss pedal, and it never really sounded right. I don't know why. This is the best amp I've ever had. I can just use the stock distortion, so I'm playing clean at the moment. So there's no effects on that at all. It's just coming solely coming from the amp. So that's sort of like the clean sort of sound I like. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I get with the clean sound. I will go through some of the distortion settings as well. I don't really have any place to put my camera, so it's shit. But I'm gonna pop. I guess I can. Give you a sort of an idea of what you still get a pretty good sound from the stock distortion. I've been quite happy using it with a foot switch actually. I might have to look into doing that. Then again, I couldn't find the right one on eBay. I was actually looking at one point, but couldn't find one. I was scared to get one in case it in case it didn't work and I just wasted a bunch of money. But enhance. Two drive channels. This is on the. So it's a pretty decent sound just from the stock. This is the second sort of drive. So you get a pretty decent sound from the sort of amp, the amp distortion. The reverb doesn't work anymore on this. Although generally when I play in my band, I like to use, if I'm hitting a solo, if I'm playing a solo, I like to use delay and wah. So that's sort of the reason why I sort of stuck to using my my boss pedal, and I'll give you a demo of what sound comes through that in a moment. Real quickly, I'm working on a new project. This is going to be my sort of take. I don't know if you've seen the Alice in Chains video, Them Bones, and that Strat he uses. Well, I sort of got the idea from that. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm going to pop a Floyd Rose in there. Come April, come the end of April, this should be done, and I will be doing a demo of this when it's all put together. And if it works, of course, because installing a Floyd Rose is not exactly a walk in the park, and I don't really have very many tools at all. So, though I do have stuff. So I'm pretty confident I'll get that done. Anyway, so you get an idea of the clean sound, and if you put light delay on, it sounds brilliant, you know. But yeah, if I pop the distortion on with the pedal, you get quite a fat. And I'm a big fan of Alice in Chains, so it's really awesome for doing stuff like, I don't know, Man in the Box. So if you... really nice fat sound. I don't know if you use the boss, if anybody uses the boss pedal, but you'll notice that there's an EQ. There's a bunch of other sort of like banks on the I only ever really tend to use. Oh God, my left arm's really shaky. Let me switch my right one. I only ever tend to use distortion and delay. I have that set to delay, and I always use sort of the modern. It's always set to modern on that. I never use the equalizer, so that's redundant on when I'm playing live. Although I do use it, of course, if I'm recording. Now that I'll be hooked up to an audio interface where I'll use the preamp on clean. That's generally sort of the setting. Maybe a bit more bass. I don't know. But if you check the settings on my amp, you can hold this fucking camera straight. I have sort of the treble high, middle turned down a little bit to about 3 and the bass. I always have quite a bit of bass on. But that's it really. I never generally use. Oh, of course, and I use the wah as well. I'll do a demo. Yeah, I always normally have that set to wah. It's not. I don't know. I don't particularly. It's not my personally preferred sort of wah sound, but it does the job just fine. And I find, yeah, you can get a pretty decent sound from it. So, you know, yeah, so that's basically it, really. I mean, I just thought, because I got quite bored, I just thought I'd do a video demonstrating the equipment I like to use. More so when I'm sort of playing, either jamming in my room or playing live with my band. That's the sort of stuff I like, you know. And also, I mentioned earlier about my this guitar. Now, I said I got it from Cash Converters, which is right, I did do. I don't know if you know that shop. It's basically an exchange sort of shop or something like that, pawn shop or something like that. But this particular guitar I did get from that shop, but didn't come like this. It came. It was actually a Venom Stratocaster. I don't know. I can't seem to find a great deal about those guitars anywhere. But it's what it was basically, a Venom Strat, and I completely gutted it. Replaced the bridge for a Wilkinson hip shot style. I slung prior to putting the Seymour Duncan in. I had a G&B Tabasco pickup. It was all right, but I always wanted. I've always liked the sound of a Jeff Beck pickup. So I slung one of them in there, and that's what'll be going in that blue guitar I showed earlier as well. I might even put a TB, the Seymour Duncan T. Is it TB4 Trembucker or some shit like that, just to get a sort of a different sound. The neck I got off eBay. It's not the original neck. It's, of course, as you can tell, there's no brand on it. It's just got Frank, which is what I called the guitar for some reason. And this was a very cheap neck, but it works fine, you know. And yeah, I mean, I've always preferred to do things like that. I don't like getting new guitars. I just don't find it as fun. And you know, initially when I started, I've always I started off on something cheap and crap, and it was a complete pile of crap. Mind, it was not very good guitar at all. But I started getting like new guitars, and I always just end up selling them because I just got bored of them. There's something about buying a piece of crap and doing it up to just how I like it, even if it looks like shit. As long as it sounds good and plays well, that's all that matters to me, you know. And you can do that with, like I said, the least amount of money. You don't have to spend thousands just to get a good guitar, really. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'm sorry this video is really long, but I'm bored and I don't really often do videos like this. I'm probably going to be doing more going forward. But yeah, if you managed to endure the whole of this video, I thank you very much for doing so. And stay tuned. I'll be posting more just random shit like this. Possibly, of course, I'll be doing covers as well. I'll be doing covers, posting them up at some point in the future, and also in maybe mid-April, towards the end of April, I'll be doing another one of these sort of videos for sure with the blue stratocaster, if it turns out well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, guys. Peace out.